It came from my TikTok, and I have the actual shorter version of this on my page, so I decided to put just an extended version of this video on my YouTube so you can better follow me. But yeah, I went ahead and I already had the hole in my tumbler from the night before. I actually made a mistake and had to clean it out because I was not wasting a tumbler. I'm going to have all the ingredients and measurements inside the description, so you can just check there, so I don't have to add all this different stuff to the screen. I'm using my glycerin, and I'm adding in an alcohol ink already. Also, if you guys want a video on how to clean out these tumblers once you make a mistake instead of wasting them, just let me know. Leave it in the comments below. But I'm mixing my alcohol ink into the glycerin, and as you see, it's kind of translucent, so I wanted to make it just a tiny bit darker. So I'm running to go get my white alcohol ink. You're just going to add like maybe 1 or 2 drops to it, and it's going to make it just a little bit darker. But you don't want to add too much because it'll end up changing the color completely, changing it from that yellow to a different yellow. And that's the look that I was going for. It was a piece of glitter in there, so I got it out. But yeah, I'm trying to mix it as best as I can. If you guys have an electric mixer, that would be even better, because you want to make sure that the color doesn't separate from the glycerin at all. Here's the white alcohol ink, just a couple drops, that's it. And adding in the glow-in-the-dark glitter or powder of your choice will help to darken it up a little bit more. That's why I only add 2 drops of the white. Trying to mix it in, make sure that you don't see any white swirls mixed in it. There is the glow-in-the-dark glitter that I'm using. This is Ghostbusters, available on my site. That's one item that actually is getting restocked soon, so just, you know, keep a lookout, subscribe to the email, and you'll get updates on restocking when the restocks are coming. But I mix it in. You actually only need a little bit of the glow-in-the-dark, because it works really well. So I'm combining that. I also have adding a little bit more of the yellow alcohol ink to make it just a little bit darker. And I have it's just like a translucent mica powder that actually gives it that effect that you guys are looking for. It's called Glass Slipper. It's available on my site as well. It is a shimmery, almost diamond-like type mica powder. It doesn't really change the color of your solution, but it does add that shimmer, and you will see like a little slight yellow, not yellow, but silver tint to it. But it's really pretty. That's what gives it its shimmer. So I'm trying to combine that really well, and like I said, adding a little bit more yellow. See what I mean? If you add too much of it, it'll change the color. So I had a little bit of yellow left to make it darker. But anyway, like I said, if you had the electric mixer, I definitely guarantee that'll work much better. Then you don't have to worry about any separating later on once you're finished. Just adding a little bit more glow powder just to be on the safe side. So this tumbler is for my daughter. It is a Minion theme. I'm going to have a part 2 once I add the decals and the diamonds. She wanted the rhinestones on hers as well, just like the pink one that I have. Alright, so once you're done mixing it, because I'm using a glass beaker with a spout, I don't need a syringe. It pours in perfectly, and the solution, because of its thickness, it just flows right inside without making a mess. You don't need anything else but just to pour it in, and that's it. Once you get it all into the cup, you're going to, there's really no measurement as far as the baby oil. You just fill it all the way up till you can't fill, till there's no more space. That's pretty much it with that. So the solution here is I use about a 1/4 cup of glycerin versus just filling it up with the baby oil. And that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to actually speed it up here so we're not waiting forever. So I'm just going to continue adding the glycerin, and then you'll see me use another glass beaker to add the baby oil there. Okay, so since I'm done with the glycerin, I'm going to actually get another glass beaker and fill it up with my baby oil. I don't really have measurements for the baby oil because I don't know what size cup you're going to use. So you basically just fill it up until you can't fill it up anymore. You don't want to flip your cup up later and then have like a huge 1-inch gap bubble up there, air bubble, because you didn't fill it all the way. So try to fill it all the way up so that you literally have no more room. Also, if you want to color The baby oil, just know that you cannot use an alcohol ink. You have to use a oil base color to color the baby oil. If not, it's going to separate. Trust me, learn from my mistakes. That's why I actually make this video, and I'm going to try to work on one to do a two-tone cup eventually. But yeah, if you want to color your baby oil, please make sure you use a oil base ink. So now I'm actually going to seal up my I'm using table bumpers. It's a little sticky, so just use whatever you can to try to push it down in there. I usually add a piece of tape over top of it. Make sure you clean off all the baby oil with 99% alcohol. I have some UV resin. Make sure that it levels out. I have to actually hold the cup in my hand because that's how unlevel my my counter is. I'm adding in a little bit of glow-in-the-dark powder, and I'm going to go ahead and sit it under here for about a good minute and a half until it's nice and solid. This works best for me. I mean, you can also make sure you add over a piece of tape. Make sure that your table bumper is like it's flush, because you don't want any air pockets, because let me tell you, if it can get out, it will. If there's any crack, it will get out and you'll have to redo it all over again. I also leave my cups upside down overnight to make sure that it doesn't leak, top and bottom. As you can see, it's a pretty glow, right? I have another video where, there it is. I have another video at the end of this showing you what it looks like as it's glowing in the dark. And that's how it looks when it falls freely. It's really beautiful. I love the shimmer. But like from just experience from sitting for a couple days, make sure you mix it really, really well. If not, it will begin to separate. Thank goodness this cup is for my daughter and the pink one is for me. But, you know, trial and error, learn from my mistakes. I'm going to actually take this into the bathroom and use my UV light so you can see what it looks like as it glows in the dark. It's really pigmented. The color is really nice. And that's only holding it under for like 10 seconds. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to show you what happens when you mix two colors together using the glycerin. All right, so originally this color was purple and gold, and I put them in separately using glycerin only, not the baby oil. And it was so pretty. The flow is so nice, but they end up combining together and creating this color. But for y'all who want to know what mica powder alone looks like with the lava lamp effect, this is it. That's it, guys. I know I have some work to do. I know I probably left out some information, but leave me comments below with any questions that you have, and I will literally do my best to answer them. I will get better with this in time, and you guys have a great night.